Hi, folks. As promised, I am going to do a reading on Amy Klobuchar, the darling of the darling of cable news, because she came in third um, in New Hampshire, and was it fourth? Was it fourth in Iowa? Well, who knows? Who knows about Iowa? Um, yeah, so the MSNBC was all excited about Amy. Unfortunately, they failed to notice that Bernie Sanders won, I think. They didn't seem to think that was so amazing, I guess. But we'll see. We'll see how the coverage goes. All right, so let's look at Amy. She is a senator from Minnesota. She was born in 1960. And she, what did I want to say about that? I am going to do her chart for you guys. So if I can get that done a little bit later today, I will. I have to prep for a reading, so I'll see how much time I have for that. And I also have Mike Bloomberg's chart. I just did a reading on him, and we'll see, how that looks as well. Amy is a Gemini, actually. She kind of comes across as a Gemini. She's very talkative. Yeah, so we'll see. So let's just do these cards on Amy's path to the nomination, perhaps. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I got called away for a moment. All right, let's see. Amy Klobuchar. Okay, so in the immediate future, incidentally, we have Five of Pentacles. This is generally not a positive card, but let's look at this particular Five of Pentacles. So we have the church window behind this woman. This woman is seen as somebody who doesn't have enough money. I believe she is barefoot. Yeah, and she's holding out a cup for alms. So in the immediate environment, Amy is looking for money to support her presidency. So that's exactly what she's doing right now. Let's see what's crossing that. Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles crossing that. Now, this is the sort of the richer person giving out money to those who are in need of money. So I see this as the people who are backing the more centrist candidates. And so the challenge here is who are the people backing the centrists? Who are they going to back? There's so many. There's Amy is a centrist candidate, and well, actually, her and Pete and Joe Biden, right, are all sort of centrist candidates. And Joe Biden looks to be, going down the tubes, although South Carolina is still there. So there's still hope for him in South Carolina. So they're not going to completely, I think, pull the money from Joe. Pete did great in New Hampshire and Iowa. Probably will not do well in South Carolina. He doesn't really have the black vote, and I guess that's the biggest voting bloc, at least Democratic voting bloc, in South Carolina. And he's sort of a little bit of an unknown entity coming into Nevada. So I feel as though the people who are putting their money where their interests lie are sort of still waiting to see what horse they're going to bet on. That's what that feels like to me. All right, let's continue. Let's see what's at the root of this. Okay, so this is celebration. So, at the root of this is, who's going to win? Who's going to win? Now, does Amy have a chance? Is she a good candidate? Um, I would say she is a good candidate from this at the root, but this just may not be her time. So let's continue and see what's in the past. Okay, again, money in the past. This is the initiation. So this is the starting of her candidacy. She kind of started very slowly, sort of like stayed in the background, waited for, everybody else was doing it, but she just sort of, steadily plodded along like a good Minnesota farm girl, I imagine. Let's see what's in the sky. Yeah, so the Emperor's in the sky. Um, that could be the presidency, reaching for that. It could also be Donald Trump, seeing as he is the emperor, really, at this point. Oh my God, Republicans, you should all be in jail for that. I'm sorry. Um, um, so that's what she's reaching up for: dominion, power. Let's see what's in the immediate future for Amy. Okay, we have strength. Okay, so that's good. So she's going to actually get stronger. And I think that's going to be as Pete, uh, well, as Biden sort of moves out, and then Pete maybe starts to struggle a little bit, although he does have. Uh, I think it's between Pete and her for the centrist, the people who want things to go back to the way they were. Maybe the Obama years. I think that people see in Pete some of the things they saw in Obama. Well, at least the white people do, quite frankly. Um, all right, so let's see. How this is seen from the outside. Okay, again, it comes down to money, the Seven of Pentacles. Oops. Oh, goodness gracious. Excuse me a second. All right. I almost feel the Seven of Pentacles, it's not quite time to harvest. So again, I have this feeling of she's a good candidate, but this might not be her time. At least that's how it's seen from the outside looking in. Let's see her domestic situation. The Three of Wands. So she's looking for people to work with. She's looking at she's waiting for her ships to come in. So she's in a little bit of a waiting game, but she's pretty much played the waiting game up to this point. So let's see the hopes and fears. More money. Oh my goodness. She hopes that she gets the support, the monetary support that she needs. And the outcome. Okay. We have the moon. So this is not the best outcome for her. This is ups and downs. This is emotions. This is emotional stuff, problems from the past coming up, emotional stuff. This could be I think it's Black Lives Matter and, oh my God, another organization is bringing up one of her past, um, when she was oh my God, the top lawyer for, I think it was a county in Minnesota, or maybe it was the state of Minnesota. I don't have the details. I only sort of heard it in passing, but it's like a past thing came up that she sent an innocent teenager to life imprisonment. So the moon is like the past coming up, the past coming up. Let's see what is underneath. Okay, the hanged man, or in her case, the hanged woman. So I feel like her biggest challenges are waiting for the money. Her biggest strength is her patience. But ultimately, it's not going to be enough. Ultimately, it looks like this is not quite her time um, to be president. I feel like there are things that are going to come up that she needs to resolve and work with. But I think that with the strength card in the immediate future, I think she's going to do better. She's going to do better in South Carolina and better in Nevada than I think they expect her to do. And but beyond that, Super Tuesday, I don't know. I don't know. A lot's going to depend on, I think, how well Pete Buttigieg does in those states. So that's what it looks like. She's steady, strong, but it's not enough. It's just not enough. Um, and again, this could be my own bias, but I feel like, and I say this from not just the fact that I'm a more progressively oriented person, kind of more Aquarian in that respect. Um, but this is coming from a perspective of seeing what is in the stars as well. What kind of energy do we need? Is Amy Klobuchar the type of person, a leader that we need? I think when things settle down, that may be true. Because I feel like whatever it is that she believes in, she'll fight for. But I don't think fighting for the way things were is the energy that we need right now. But once new things have been established, I feel like she has that sort of doggedness and determination that could sort of help the cause. But I think the cause has yet to be formulated. And I think that's why the progressives in the race, which are really at this point only Bernie and Liz, sort of is the future. Otherwise, we're going to get Mike Bloomberg, and it's going to be different than Trump because it's going to feel like we have somebody who's sane in charge. But I think the bottom line for Mike Bloomberg is money, and just like it was for Trump, only Mike Bloomberg is smarter about it. So it's less about the people. So we'll see. We'll see how it works out. But that's what it looks like for Amy. I don't dislike her. I just feel, personally, that we need change, and she is not an arbiter of change. But I do feel like she has strength for the future. And actually, there are a lot of people I feel that have strength for the future. Certainly, Andrew Yang is definitely he definitely has a place, and even Mayor Pete, I think he would probably make a really good senator. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, that's all just supposition in my head. A very busy place and crowded at times. Have yourself a great day. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you again later. Take care.